Alright, so I've heard a few people say that the AGM-88 is kind of intimidating as far as like how to lock onto things, when to know when to fire, things like that, and I thought I'd make a quick video just kind of going over the harms and how to use them. In this case, we're going to be launching them against an SA6 site, and I'm going to go step by step how to do this. So the first thing you need to do is to put the F-16 weapon system into air-to-ground mode. So if you're new to the F-16, that's right up here. We've got the air-to-air mode, air-to-ground mode. This sets your weapon system to either mode. So air-to-air, it's going to get your gun set and the computer set up here for air-to-air gunfire. Air-to-ground, it's going to give you a different type of setup for your gun. Same with bombs and everything else. So for this purpose, we're going to go to air-ground. And it's immediately going to bring up the SMS, and you're going to see the AGM-88s. They are powered off. You're going to need to turn them on. Now, if you don't see the AGM-88s sitting here, click the button next to the weapon, and it'll switch through the weapons you have loaded. Right now, all I have is 88s loaded for air-to-ground, and I have no bombs. If I click this and I had bombs, it would show, you know, Mark 82s, 84s, whatever. In this case, we just got 88s, so if you see 84 or something else that you shouldn't be seeing here, CBU 97s, if you got those on the wings, hit the button next to it, cycle it until you get to your AG-88s. Alright? Power them on. Once they're powered on, come over here to your other MFD, and you're going to press the button. And this goes for both MFDs, no matter what page you're on. You press the button next to the thing you want, and it'll either select it or switch it. So we're going to select FCR, which is going to bring us to the menu of all the different screens you can pull up on this MFD. In this case, we're going to select weapon. And there we go. Now we have the HAS screen for the harm. We know that if we come back over here and click on HSD, we know that we have SA6s that we're trying to attack, right? So we're going to come over here to the AS, and we're going to check this listing on the left for a 6. I don't see a 6 here. This is SA10s, SA11s, the Big Bird. You know, we don't want this, so we're going to go to table 2. 19, 15, 8. Nope. Let's go to table 3. 3, S, 6. There it is. SA2. Alright, so this whole list, the harm is going to search for the 3. Nope, can't find 3. Next. S. Nope, can't find that. Next, 6. And that's this timer here. It's counting down. If I'm inside the threat ring, I don't want to wait almost a minute before the harm sees the 6. So to narrow this down, we're going to click search up here. Button right next to search. And everything highlighted is going to be searched for. We're going to deselect the ones we don't want to search for, because I don't want to waste time looking for an SA2 when I know there's no SA2 there. If I don't know there's an SA2, there might be, then keep it selected. But in this case, we know there's SA6s and there's nothing else. So we're going to select the 6, click on HAS to go back. And now we're back in here. Alright, and right away, it's already seeing it. And I have to only wait less than 10 seconds and it's already seeing it. So this is good. Alright, so make sure that this MFD is your SOI, sensor of interest, alright? Once you have that, you have this white box around it. It's a DMA switch down, I believe. And then you use your cursor to select the SA6. DMA switch up. And now it's selected. We're getting an RWR warning. We've got nails on that SA6. It's locking onto us and tracking us. Make sure your master arm is up in the master arm position. Alright, so we're going to get ourselves to Mach 1. Right now we're at Mach 0.93. Get up to Mach 1. That way we give this giant telephone pole as much energy as we possibly can for it. Alright. Now I'm launching close to Angels 30. So there's a lot thinner air up here. We'll be able to keep this thing as fast as we can. And we've got to launch. Let's go ahead and launch our harm. And for good measure, we're going to launch another one. And then we're going to go 90 degrees to the left or the right and start popping flare and chaff.
Chaff flare. Chaff flare.
Get that missile. Oh, this one's still coming up. Alright. And there it is. Boom. Splash. Real simple. Alright, so one last thing. If you're trying to lock onto a thread on the ground that is not listed in this table, you're going through each of these tables and you don't see the code for what you're trying to attack, right? There are other codes that you can put in. How do you find those codes? Well, there is a knee board that somebody made on the DCS forums, and I'll post a link to it below. And once you have the knee board installed, you can hit Shift K and cycle through it with your right and left brackets until you get to that knee board. And this knee board right here goes through all the codes for all the different ground threats. So say you wanted to do that on the top right, you see the LHA-1 Tarawa. Say we want that, and it's not listed. The first thing we're going to do is up here, we're going to click List. Alright, that's going to bring up a list of new options over here. You're going to hit 0 for miscellaneous, and then 0 again for the harm. Now for table 1, you can change the first option in table 1. So if I go over here, the sun's kind of glaring. Let's move the jet a little bit, huh? Alright, that's better. So table 1, we have the very first option is the SA-10, and you can see right here SA-10. If you look over on your knee board, you can see SA-10 is 110. 110 is the code up here. You can change that to the LHA-1 Tarawa, and it'll start searching for the Tarawa instead. So to do that, once you have the one you select, the one you want selected, and to cycle through these, use the dauber switch here in the middle and go down, and then back up. And that's how you cycle through them. Once you get to the one you want, then you put in the code you want. So 4, 0, and then 7. And you see that it's 407. You see 407 over here for the Tarawa. Hit enter, and now it's entered in the first option for table 1. So now you come back over to your HAS, table 1, 40. Come over here, confirm the RWR is 40 for the Tarawa. Now if you select 40, you're going to be searching, that harm is only going to be searching for the Tarawa. Alright, so I hope that's helpful for those of you who find the harms a little intimidating or just don't get it. I hope that made sense and cleared some things up for you so you can go out there and start doing seed missions.